Hello, fabulous ladies. This is Senior Sales Director Julia Crowley. So I have been asked to do a special message for you to talk about this upcoming holiday, about Valentine's, and I want to give you a tip of a trick that I do in my business, not related to Valentine's, that I think will really help you. So first off, let me say this. This is my going to school attire. So this is my kids' school, and so I'm going to be in the classroom today helping with some centers that they're doing. And so this is my first tip, is that like I'm going to the school, so I'm not going to wear a dress or a cute Mary Kay outfit because I'm going to be at a school with a bunch of second graders. But that doesn't mean that you can't look like a Mary Kay consultant in jeans and a t-shirt. And so, I purposely am wearing one of the new purple lip colors that are out for the winter, that matte line. I'm purposely wearing my eyes a little different so people will ask because it looks different. And so, just bloom where you're planted. Like, you can work your Mary Kay business wherever your life takes you. And so with that in mind, I want to give my first tip for Valentine's Day. So this can be a great time to get the word out, to warm chatter, to talk to people. So for a perfect example, today when I go to the classroom, now some of those moms are already using Mary Kay from me, but some of them I've maybe not talked to or not talked to about Mary Kay. So I wrapped up these little things. I'm not just bringing them today. I'm going to be taking them everywhere with me the next few weeks. They're honestly, they all center around this little pack of hearts from the dollar store. So you get a big pack of these hearts from the dollar store, and I believe in using what you have around. So I already had these little short plastic bags. If you have long ones, you can cut it. If you have ones with lip prints or something, you can use those. And I just took my business card and I just taped, like with regular tape, a lipstick sample on the back. I just grabbed some that I have. If you don't have lipstick samples, you can do eyeshadows. And then I just tied a bow on it with any kind of ribbon that you have. And so I've put these in a bag inside my purse, and I'm just giving them out. Like when I'm today in the classroom, I'll say, I realized I brought some extra Valentine's goodies. I wanted to give one out to you. So, and it has a little lipstick sample for you to try and give me your feedback. And it opens a conversation. That's why I give it to them. Not in hopes that they're gonna try this sample and call me. They probably won't. I give it to them to open a conversation, whether it's with someone you know but haven't really talked about with Mary Kay, whether it's with a cashier that you're just meeting, or someone at an office you go to. Anyways, it opens a conversation. So she takes it, she's super excited about the lipstick, and I say, oh, I actually have some lipstick events coming up where we're going to be playing in some lipstick in time for Valentine's Day. Would you be willing to test out some products and give your feedback? Okay, so I don't just give them the sample, but I'm opening up the conversation, and most importantly, getting her phone number. I would say like, hey, is it okay if I text you about some upcoming lipstick events we have? Or if she's like, oh, I never wear lipstick. Great, we're doing some skincare test panels. Could I text you about that? Okay, so remember that you don't just give the sample, but you want to make sure that you're starting a conversation and getting her info in return. And that kind of ties into my next tip with Valentine's Day is I always think the most important thing is to see faces, to put product on faces. And so I never tend to get really wrapped up in the holiday selling, except for Christmas, which I feel is just everywhere. But all the other holidays, Mother's Day, Valentine's Day, for me personally, I've never gotten really wrapped up in it, mainly because I'm busy seeing faces. So how can Valentine's Day help you see faces? Well, one thing is that for some reason around Valentine's Day, everybody's talking about lipsticks. They just are. And so I'm doing several lip parties. In fact, I just did a party with some ladies. They have been to like 4 parties with me in about 4 months. So they're running out of ideas. So I said, let's do a lipstick mingle. And we're gonna just set out all the lipsticks and play in all the different lipsticks. And women love that because when they go to a store, they pick the 1 or 2 lipsticks that they're used to. They don't often get to like try a crazy color. And so that's why a lipstick night can be fun. So you can plan your own lipstick nights in your home or something like that and start inviting people too. And giving out these goodies is a great way to open up the door about the lipstick night and invite that person to the lipstick night. So That is what I am doing right now to get people excited about Valentine's Day and use that this holiday to kind of start the conversation. The second thing is in terms of buying Valentine's gifts, obviously women can buy, your female customers, you can talk to them about the MK Men line for their husbands, especially fragrances. Fragrances are a big seller right now. So if you have any fragrance samples, I would put those in any reorder bags and say, have you thought about a fragrance for Valentine's Day? But the other thing that you can do is you can wrap up lots of different gift ideas and take them to places where a lot of men will be. Like for example, car dealerships, mechanic shops, fire stations. That's a place where there tend to be a lot of men working, and you can go in and ask, hey, I have some goodie bags some products in my car that I thought some of the men around here might want help shopping for Valentine's Day. Is there a time that I could bring some of these in? And so a lot of times those places will open up the door and say, yes, come. The men would love to shop while they're here working. And so if you are going to do something like that, let me give you a tip. You want to stick with general things because you won't know the woman. So do things like fragrances. In fact, I think you can still get the fragrance wands from the holiday time in the last chance. And so those are great because they're small. The other thing is like satin hands, satin body is very big over Valentine's Day because it's kind of personal, and so it's sweet to get. So a lot of times they sell more satin body this time of year, and you can wrap it up in a cute gift set. Hold on, let me see. Okay, so this is the box where I put my satin body. I don't have any in it right now, but you can kind of see what I did. So I just took a Time Wise repair box, put all this shred in it, just put a pretty flower. You can do a heart, whatever you get. I don't even know where I got these. And I just put the satin body right in here. This was for a 2-piece set. So you use the stuff that you already have around your house. Try not to make it where you have to go out and buy a lot of stuff. Try to use things that you already have. Okay, so, and again, these ideas that I'm giving, you don't necessarily need to do every one. I would pick 1 or 2 things from what I say today that you think, okay, I'm going to work on implementing that over these next 3 weeks leading up to Valentine's Day. All right, now the last tip I want to give is something unrelated to Valentine's Day. It's good for all seasons, but it does tie into really loving and encouraging yourself. And that is the power of affirmations. So I'm assuming that if you've been in Mary Kay for a little bit, you're familiar with affirmations, right? It's speaking positively about that which you want to come. Now, I think it's important to do affirmations every day, right? And so there's a lot of science behind it, right? If you tell your brain something so many times, it starts to believe it, okay? But honestly, the reason I do affirmations is because it builds me up. Like as I say the affirmation, I can feel myself standing taller, my shoulders going back, I can see my confidence rising, and all I'm doing is repeating positive words. So I have a lot of different affirmations. I have affirmations for the season I'm in. I have ones that I read in the morning. I have ones that have to do with my family. But there's something I thought I would teach you that I do before every appointment for sure, like facial, interview, party. This is just something I have always learned to say. And it sounds something like this. I always kind of adjust it for my mood, but you'll get the general idea. So I say to myself, Lord, I know that today you are bringing me women who have been looking for something like Mary Kay. You are bringing me women today who are ready for this opportunity, who've been praying for more, who need more money, who are willing to do something about where their life is, who want more fun, who want more freedom, like women who are searching for this opportunity. I know that you are bringing them into my path today. And Lord, I know that at this party or at this facial, you are bringing these women ready. They're ready to try the product. They're excited to play. Lord, I know that the women are going to be excited to take this product home. They're going to be excited to book follow-ups with their friends. The women I meet today will all want to book follow-up parties. They're all going to want this product. They're all going to be interested in this business opportunity. Thank you, Lord, that that's what you are bringing to me today at this appointment. Now, that's what I say almost every time, some version of that before I go into an appointment. Why? Because it builds my confidence and it speaks to that which I want, right? And for me, this is a constant conversation with the Lord and I. It may not be like that. You can just do regular affirmation. But for me, I really believe that the Lord guides my business and he guides the women he brings in my path. And you're probably thinking, well, what if you say that and then you don't meet any of those women? Here's the reality. I truly believe that when I say that affirmation, those women are in front of me. Like God brings them to me. If I ask God to bring me like women who are ready for this opportunity, he brings them to me. But they may be the woman that I passed by at Target and didn't say hello to, even though I felt an urging. So, one of the things about that affirmation in particular is that it causes me to open my eyes. It causes me to be, especially when I'm speaking to the Lord like that, it causes me to listen a little bit more about who he might be encouraging me to talk to. So your affirmation can look like anything you want, but my encouragement is that you start doing an affirmation. Start with just doing it before each appointment or before you sit down to do calls. Like do it in that moment because that's when you most need the boost. And eventually you'll want to start doing daily affirmations in general, but start with ones that are tied right to when you're about to make phone calls, when you're about to do an appointment, because it will kind of change your confidence and change your attitude going in. I hope these tips help you. I'm really excited to hear how your affirmations go and see all the love that you're going to spread during this Valentine season. Have a great day, ladies.